Here we go, guys, new vlog. We're into June. Aside from playoff hockey, we got lots going on in the shops. You know, we got rollerblades coming in, shoes coming in. We got more bikes. Not only are we kind of finishing up trailing end of 2021 bikes, we're actually getting 2022 bikes starting to ship. It's pretty exciting. You know, it's been like a bit of a dry spell coming on. The summer and fall is looking fantastic for getting bikes in. So, you know, check our website, pop by the store, see what we got. It's pretty exciting. You know, to me, about biking, it's always about creating memories. You know, like a dad teaching his children how to ride a bike, going for the Whistler for the first time to ride a bike park. There's always memories coming. The guest we have today is not only an employee, it's worked at the shop for 5-7 years, but he has an incredible story that he's going to share with us today. He's actually going to share it through our social media sites and specialized social media sites over the entire summer. We have Will in the house today. He's going to talk about his journey and what's going on.
My name's Will Zitlau, and I'm biking across Canada in memory of my father. So yeah, my dad unfortunately passed when I was 3 years old, but one of the trips he did that I learned about growing up was biking across Canada when he graduated university. And so I graduated last year into the pandemic, and it's been on my mind, so this summer I'm going to do the ride in memory of him. So yeah, my dad went to UBC Vancouver for mechanical engineering, and this spring I actually graduated from UBC out here in Kelowna in mechanical engineering as well. Got his iron ring right here, so that kind of ties it all together, which is pretty cool. So my dad actually did the trip with his brother right after graduating. They started in Long Beach and Tofino, dipped their wheels in the West Coast, rode all the way to Halifax, Nova Scotia, dipping their wheels in the East Coast. So I'm hoping to do the same, just starting from Victoria to Halifax. They did the trip over 62 days. I actually have a journal from when he did the trip, so I'm gonna try to retrace the route as best as possible, and I'm thinking 60-ish days as well. That works out to 100 kilometers a day of riding, so it's definitely a big goal, but we'll see how it goes. So during my degree, I was fortunate enough to work here at Fresh Air, so they've been generous enough to help me out with the ride, as well as Specialized, which is the bike I'll be using for the ride, is a Diverge. And just a big thank you to helping me with this goal of mine. So this is actually a photo album from their trip. You can see they were in the paper back in the day. They did it in 1982, so almost 40 years ago, which is pretty crazy. My bike is hopefully going to be a little easier than their 10 speeds back then. But yeah, you can see here, starting in Long Beach, Tofino. Their actually first night in the journal, all their food got eaten by a raccoon, which is not a great start to the trip, but they persevered and kept going. Definitely the first, BC is obviously the hardest part of the ride with all the hills, so there's a lot of complaining in the first part of the journal, and then they start getting more optimistic as it gets flatter and flatter. Like I said, I'm gonna retrace the route as best as I can. Some highways, well, not highways, but some roads have definitely changed. So they actually started in May. I'm starting in June, partly because of how COVID's been going, but also partly they got caught in a blizzard in May, so I figured I'd give it an extra month and hopefully let things warm up a bit and not have to deal with that, but we'll see. I'm gonna be bringing a one-man tent as well, which is what they had, so hopefully not in severe weather like that, but you never know. So yeah, here's the rig, 2018 Specialized Diverge. I'm gonna roll with my sleeping bag and pillow up front, big water bottle, sleeping pad, kind of just little things on the fork. All my extra layers and clothes in one bag, and then this is gonna be just for food, basically, which I think is gonna be one of the biggest logistical problems, is figuring that out. And then yeah, tent and sleeping mat on the back.
As you can see, the passion Will has, he started off like every other employee. He's a skier, he's a biker. Next thing you know, he's into ultra marathons, he's running, you know. A fun Sunday afternoon for him is running 30 kilometers in Crawford. Not my kind of deal, but everybody has their own sort of fun. Now he's biking across the country. It's pretty sick. Make sure you follow either Fresh Air or Will just on the updates of his journey. June's a busy month for the Oilers. Not only is it Father's Day, playoff hockey, but mine and Amy's anniversary is coming up pretty quick, and we have a rule in the house. We're not actually supposed to talk about Jack's birthday until 2 weeks leading into it, but he's been slowly dropping hints. So Jack's birthday is coming up. He's pretty excited. He's turning 8. He looks like he's 12, but he's pretty excited for the summer. All right, guys, that's it for today. Kind of like the school year. Everything's over. Get out, enjoy the fresh air.